music's hot. If you wanna have some big fun, you're gonna have a lot